Hi and welcome to Friday's live trading, and it's just after what is it? Oh, 7:40 a.m. and it looks like I've got a short coming in straight away here on the euro. I've just hit it with one unit here, so I've just shorted it with one unit. Um, Sorry, it's all late to it. I've only literally just got all the recording software ready, and I've just spotted this short opportunity. So I'm a little bit late to the party because I should have shorted it up here. But anyway, I've just shorted one unit there at 60, wasn't it? I'd like to get another unit in at least. So 60.9, I just got the first unit in at. So if we can get a bit of a bounce, I'll get a couple more, at least another unit or two in. The plan is to take some profit down at the daily pivot, which is down at 54, so it's not far away. But then run the second half and see if we can get a bit more of a runner on the second half. So that's the idea. So if we can get a second unit off, then we will do that. What happens if I come and get this one unit off and it just comes down now because I've been getting a bit late to the party here? Well, we'll have to just split this unit and then take half profits and all that. So anyway, we'll see for now. I'll press pause for now. Oh yeah, but I say I'll press pause. But yeah, the reason shortening it, we've got negative momentum in the background on the higher time frames, where we've got a daily pivot down here which hasn't been tested as yet today, and so the potential's there. Now, one thing that could happen is sometimes when you get a move like this, price could, if it wanted to, come all the way back up to 69, as currently around about 69. So I will actually have a stop up here. To allow for that, because what I will do is I'll add my other units if we can get that back. If we do get that bounce back up, then I'll put more units in up there. So I'll put another unit in if it gets up to 64 or so, up to the upper bands here, and then I'll add my two final units at around about 69 area. So before you start jumping on the bandwagon and saying, "Oh yeah, but Charlie, you've got an inverted risk reward there," well, by the time I get all the units in, it's probably not. I don't know yet, but certainly down to the pivot. But certainly because the other units, I'll be looking to run those a bit further. So the risk reward would overall work itself out to be okay. Right, I shall press pause for now. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get that second unit in at 64, so there it is. So that's good. At least I've got the second two units in now. So two units in now at 64. The stop's going to be up here at 75 area, 75 area. So that's where the stops are going to be. So it's not big stops or anything like that on it. But I will put two more units in, like I've said, over here. So why will I do that? Let me just press pause and I'll bring up the other chart. Okay, so what I'm looking at off screen is that we've got an untested daily pivot down here, this black line here. We've gotten below my blue line, which is the 20 moving average. We've got some negative momentum in the background, and so I would overall be looking for the euro to work its way down to that daily pivot. Now, why have I said 69? 69 area is that hourly 20. So if it gets back up to that zone, we've got the upper band there at 72, so it allows for it to go up and hit the upper band as well. But then for it to ultimately roll over, that's what I'd be looking for. So that's the overall setup there today. So oh yes, but of course, yeah, the daily pivot would be the first target. I would then target the hourly 50 and the hourly 100 as potential second targets. But having said all that, please bear in mind we have non-farm payrolls today at 1:30, and if it's not got down there by then, I would have to take a decision whether to exit prior to those non-farm payrolls. Anyway, for now, that's that. Okay, just back, and we can see the euro is coming down here since I've put those two shorts in. And so, oh god, I haven't even put it into the announcements box in our trading room. Oops, there's still got traders coming in this morning because I've been busy with them just in this first 20 minutes or so since I've been on the mic, and I haven't put it in the announcements box. Which basically, the announcements box, if I show you in our trading room, we have an announcements box here. So I'd had trade. We'd had a trade yesterday afternoon which had hit targets on the on JPY from yesterday, but I'm supposed to put obviously announcements. Obviously, I'm calling the trades as I do them live. But if someone comes in, 10 minutes after or 5 minutes after I've called a trade, and they could have still got in, obviously, if it's not there in the announcements, they've missed me when I've actually called it live. So my apologies, guys, in the room at the moment. Okay, so the this dollar, euro dollar. Let's bring up a deal ticket so that we've got. I don't need that one at the moment. So if we can get down there, like I've said, the pivots it says 53.9, so we're talking about 54 or so on the chart. So, but now I've bought the recording, turn the recording on. Of course, it's going to bounce. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, we're nearly there. So here's the price. We're just coming to the pivot now, ready to close out. There we go. So I've just closed half. We've just hit the pivot, which is this black line here on the chart. So just hit that first target there, profit target. It's not a lot. It was £73 as a first profit target, but that's okay because we're still looking for that hourly 50 as a second target. That's down at 43. So so that will be nearly 20 pips, I think. Nearly 20, just under 20 pips. If we can get down to there. So if it can have a bit of a push now down to, let's move this back up. So if it can have a bit of a run down to 43, then that'll be us done. As far as trade management's concerned, very often when you get to a first profit target, you say, okay, right, I'm going to now engage trade management and maybe do something with my stop losses or whatever. So, and I could do, I'm going to have a look at it because I could start to engage stop losses, and I just put out a video yesterday on. Oh, I just realised I called it Wednesday's video, and it was Thursday yesterday. I only just remembered. It just you're still in holiday mode and forgetting the days of the week. But sorry, the guys in the trading room are saying yes, you did. What plonker. So yeah, quite often you can move your stops after you've got to a first target. But this trade, nothing's changed. Oh no, sorry. Yes, it has changed. It's satisfied. Sorry, yeah, it's satisfied the what I call this a flush trade. Actually, the setup that was potentially there. So it has satisfied that now because it's gone down to that daily pivot. I've taken it off the hourly chart for the time being. So I can now look at engaging, trailing the stop a little bit down. So what I'm going to have a look at is I'll just turn the recording off so I can have a proper look at these charts. I'll take them off screen so I can have them all stretched out and have a proper look and see where to move the stop to. Okay, so what I have done is I've now moved my stop up down to 68 here, just a bit above this high here. I was talking to the guys in the trading room and debating on whether to, if it comes up again, add some more units in again and really trade this today. But in light of the non-farm payrolls at 1, what could happen if it slows down and it retraces up, and then you're sitting in positions when it's up here, and you've got non-farm payrolls coming out, and your stops here, then the potential is there for slippage if it was to shoot up, and we don't want to take a load of slippage or whatever. So we're just going to manage this trade out. So that's why I've moved the stop to here. So we're at a position point now where this position was entered at 69. I'll actually take a screenshot for you. I can't show you the whole my accounts today because I'm in open positions elsewhere. But I'm just taking a screenshot here. So these were the two entries. We had this one that I've just banked at 54.4 from 64.3. So we've taken £73 on that. And this is the one that's currently open at 69. Got a stop there at 67.5. The reason I've said 65, but on my brokerage, the bid has to go above whatever the level of the stop you put in. So it will be well above 68 where I'm actually stopped out at. So I actually put my stop in at 67.5 because it waits until not the ask has gone above that level, but the bid. So the ask will be above 68. So that's fine. So anyway, so what'll happen then? I'll take a 7 pip or 8 pip stop on that, and we made 10 pips on that. So I'll make basically it'll be a scratch day, which would be a bit of a pain. Morning, should I say? But we could still trade after non-farm payrolls. We're already 10 minutes in, so I better stop jibber jabbering and save some space for non-farm payrolls. I wouldn't mind trading after non-farm payrolls today. I've got some ideas. But I'd like to keep it fairly tight this morning, and then we can loosen it up after non-farm payrolls. I'll press pause for now. Okay, we're down at the 500 here, so we're going to split this entry. I'm going to bank half of this. Oh, what have I done? Have I clicked on the wrong button? Oh, clicked on the wrong button there. Sorry, I haven't done it. Oh, I have. Long 50,000. Yeah, I've done it. Yeah. So I've banked half at 50,000. So because I'm 100,000 short, so I've now just gone long 50,000. So now only leaves me short 50,000 net. Yeah, because we're down at this 500 here, 500 MA, this red line. The hourly 50, if I bring that up, is only another 2 pips below. If it came all the way up, we're moving our stops down to break even now at 61. So if it came all the way up, at least we've, for the sake of another 2 pips, we've done that. So I'm just going to get these orders set up for the. This is the order on the stop. So the stop for this little long that I've got here, 50,000, will only be down at 44, 120.44. Put it at 44.5 to make sure that gets hit, and then I'll put a take profit at 120.61. So 60 on the profit there, yeah, because that will have to go above 60 in order to on the offer. So in order to do that, great. Okay. This is the open position, the open short, which is still sat there, which is still short at 69. So that's at 61 effectively. I need to move the stop on that. So I'm just moving the stop down on that. So if I bring that up, so I've now got the stop down to 120.60, because again on my platform it has to go above 120.60 on the bid in order for me to get stopped, which would stop me out at 120.61 pretty much. Okay, so that's what I've done. So I'll still close this one out. The little long that I've just put in will automatically close out because I've put a stop against that. And I will manually do this. So I have taken half of. So effectively, we went two lots short, and I've now banked 1.5 of those shorts. Okay, just in case it wanted, for the sake of those extra few pips down here, if it didn't get down to the 50, as that is my final target, for the sake of 2 pips, and it came all the way up to and stopped me out, we were moving the stop to break even. Then at least we've done that. So let's actually take a screenshot here of the trades. Okay. So we have this position is still open. This is the one at 60.9. It's now up, as I've just taken the screenshot, up £96. The other one that we shorted at 64, that one we banked, took 73 off of that, and I've just gone long at 47.9, just in case it wanted to come all the way up. Oops, that wasn't very clever, was it? I've lost the there it is. In case it wanted to come all the way up, it just means that I am now only net short with 50,000. So there we go. I'll press pause for now. Okay, right, take the profit there at 43. So we've just hit the hourly 50 there. It's probably going to go slamming and go a lot further now, but the trade is the trade. That was all I was looking for, was that daily pivot first of all, which it hit up there at 54, and then the hourly 50 is the second level. So as it's turned out, oops, what have I done there? So as it's turned out, so we've come down to that hourly 50. So actually, I'll leave the hourly chart up. I took that, banked that half of that position, or that quarter position overall. It was just a short while ago, just in case it decided to come up, but it never did anyway. So I took a £16. I gave back £16 for that security, so to speak. So 125, so plus 73, so that's about £200 less 16, so about 109, 185 quid, something like that. 108. Let's call it £180 for the day. So really small, but it's only a small position, so a small 180 quid this morning. I was going to run this video into this afternoon, but then I realised that what I'm probably going to be doing on the back of non-farm payrolls is going to be putting swing trades on, if I get the opportunity, rather than day trades. So we shall call this video a wrap. That's it for today, first one of the year, and I'll see you next week.